So I want to show you some really easy, simple relaxation techniques that you can practice at home and that you can do in labor. Do I have a mom that wants to be my model? Okay, if you will have a seat on the ball like this, please. I'm going to sit behind you. So if mom is choosing to labor on the ball, as a partner you can sit behind her. Can you kind of see me okay? And do what we call the stroking or the sweeping technique. And so she might be, I'm just going to put hands on you, she might be kind of rocking back and forth as she, going, oh, good old labor sounds. And then you can just take your hands, these right here are your most useful labor tools that you will take with you. So just start at the top of her back, and you're just sweeping down and out, all down her back, like this. You can also do what's called, I call them the golden arches. So you take the backs of your hand, you place them at her sacrum, you go up her spine, and down the outsides of her back. And you can go with her breath. So as she inhales, I'm going to try to watch her breath, but I'm not guaranteeing. Okay, so now she's exhaling. So when she inhales next, you can go up and down. And you, as best as you can, want to follow her, and I don't think I'm following her very well.
You're doing good.
So you want to be in sync with her, not her in sync with you. So up as she inhales, down as she exhales. And if that's, you can't quite see how she's breathing or hear it, just the sweeping, stroking. You can also sit in front of her and just go down her legs and just sweep down. She probably won't have boots on. At this point, she may not have anything on, which is totally normal in labor too. So you just go down and over her legs and out the ends of her toes. And everything should convey relaxation. So you never want to pat, there, it's okay. You're gonna get kicked. Okay? So you want everything like a firm, fairly firm, not a hard touch, but just a firm touch to convey I'm grounding you, and I'm here for you, and I'm sweeping down all that tension and stress for you. And as you touch, you're just kind of reminding her, let these muscles go. So no nervous, or you're gonna get reprimanded. Okay, thank you for your assistance. With the labor ball, does anyone else want to be my model? We'll take turns.
I can.
No. Come on up, Chelsea. We'll get you here in a minute. Okay, if you'll just kneel here on the little mat. So another way, and you're going to kind of hug the ball. This is a really great way to labor. And this way you have access, so you can kind of do the sweeping thing again. This feels really good.
I haven't been on my stomach for a long time. It feels really
good,
nice.
Right?
I might just take a nap.
Yes, you go right ahead. So this is an easy way. You can do hip squeeze stuff from here. You can use your fists and just on either side of the sacrum. This can feel really good for laboring moms, or just steady pressure. You want to lock your elbows, and that will make it easier on you as the partner, just physically. So this is where a hot pack could go, those tennis balls that we talked about where you're just rolling them up and down, her spine. This is a great way to labor. And I'm just trying to think what I've missed.
Does that hurt your stomach at all?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's squishy enough. This one's a little bit,
Yeah, it's
could
not
maybe
hurting
use
my
a little
stomach
bit
at all.
more air. But yeah, it just kind of.
You guys should try it. It's very
I have
nice.
one that's the peanut shape. Do you go in the middle?
The
Or how
peanut
would you
ball
label
is
something?
more for, you just want to hang out there for a while?
I'm
All right. The peanut ball, this is a tool used a lot in hospitals, and we use it here to help posterior babies rotate. So we would put a mom, you guys all know what a posterior baby means? So it means the back of the baby is against your back. So babies are supposed to have their back towards your front So they can, like, their rounded head can come under this rounded pubic arch. It's just easier for babies to be born when their back isn't against your back. So often a posterior baby, we try to get them to turn, or it can cause back labor. And with a posterior baby, we'll put a mom on her side in the bed and put this between her knees.
Oh, okay.
And it just kind of opens the pelvis so that baby has more room to flip. So I haven't seen this used, like, we don't have moms sitting on this. This is like in the bed between the knees.
Okay.
So, good old peanut ball. And then with sitting, sometimes you can feel a little bit floaty if you just have the ball. So if your bed was right here and you pile it with like a beanbag or pillows, then you can lean and rest and not have to feel like, you're gonna fall off the ball when you need to rest. So, okay. If you are looking for like complete relaxation, maybe you're really tired, it's been kind of a long labor, there's a position called the side relax position. Sure.
Adrianna, I have a question about that.
Yes, please.
So like, there is a lot of pressure when that's happening. Can husbands ever like push too hard when you're on the ball and hurt the baby in any way?
Sure, but you're going to be giving them feedback.
Okay, so it's
I mean,
not,
if they're like pushing you off the ball onto the
Okay.
floor, then there's probably a problem.
So there's no, because I mean, you sometimes like a lot.
Yes. Oh
pressure,
yeah. There
but
are
you're
moms
never
that will
gonna-
have bruises because it's like,
Yeah,
could you just
but
like
at
press
that
through
moment-
my bones?
Yeah, at that moment,
Yeah,
that's what you
'Cause
want,
it's yes.
but
That's
you're
what it was
not.
like the last time I thought.
Yeah. He
Right,
kept
and then you
saying,
can come away
really?
sore and like
Oh,
your
yeah.
hands are, bending backwards to give her the pressure that she needs.
So
So
you're not really gonna hurt the baby in any way by laying on
no,
yours.
because you, like as the laboring woman, if it doesn't feel right, you're gonna say
Okay.
stop.
So as long as it feels right,
Mhm.
you're right. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but in that case, if you need a lot of back pressure, you're gonna want something to brace. So like being on your hands and knees draped over the ball like you were,
Yeah.
or like if you were sitting like I showed the first time. Tell me your name again.
Sarah?
Sarah. You'd want a bed in front of you that's not gonna
Yeah.
get pushed across the room too, just so you can kind of push back. And often with like that tailbone press, you can lean back against him. So if he's standing there with his elbows locked, putting all his body weight on your sacrum, you can push right back.
Yeah.
So
I
that
had to
can
be
help.
on my side because I was in the hospital, so I was laying down, and he just couldn't get the leverage that I needed, and so
right.
that's why I was wondering, like, is it going to hurt?
No,
'Cause
no. And I mean, at that
Like, I
point, the
can see
baby's
how
going to be a
that's
lot
gonna be
lower,
a
It's
nice
not
thing.
going to be, yes, no, this
I
a
can
nice
already
thing. I
tell
know,
I
you're
bought-
already loving it. And do you have something like this at home?
I can get one.
Yes. TJ Maxx? Yeah, super cheap. Target, TJ Maxx, Walmart. This one has sand, like they have the weighted, so it's not
I
like
feel like
blowing
it just
everywhere.
helps with like back. I feel
Oh,
like at night if I took
absolutely.
a break and laid on it
Yes.
when my back hurts. at
So
night.
good. Even if you don't have a ball, just hands and knees. I mean, just like doing child's pose or puppy pose can take that pressure off of your back. And then, if you don't have a ball to practice on, partners can still come, behind you and practice those pressure points. Okay, so let's see, maybe I'll turn this way. So this can feel awkward to a lot of pregnant women, but this is called the side relax technique, and Bradley is really big into this because your hips, knees, and shoulders are not stacked. So you're completely supported and relaxed. And the hard part is usually this arm behind that women are like, ugh, that feels weird, or it like squishes your boobs.
That's
or
how
whatever.
I sleep.
Yeah, you sleep like this.
With
So-
the pillow and all
Yeah.
that.
And I'm pretty far over, I mean, granted I'm not pregnant, but I'm pretty far over onto my stomach.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm. If it doesn't hurt you, it's fine. But like my pelvis and my femur are making a little tent for the baby. So your eyes just lit up. Yay. So this, like I showed you the sweeping. Okay, I'm gonna show How do you feel about getting on the floor in a dress, Mandy?
I think good.
That way, in that side relaxed position. So you can apply the sweeping, stroking technique to the whole body. Okay. And do you sleep with your arm behind you?
I usually have, well, I'm
Yeah.
usually more like this.
Okay, yeah. And your hips are a little bit more stacked and your shoulders are definitely stacked, but not quite as much as if you were, anyone else's hips ache? Yes. So this can be really nice to take the pressure off your
Right,
hips.
just put my pillow like a little higher too. Sometimes.
Right. So with the stroking, again, these lovely tools right here at the ends of your arms, you're just sweeping all that tension and stress down and out, and then you can go all the way down her body and just sweep it all down and out. Or you can start at her hip or her hips and just sweep that down and out. Super simple. You don't need some kind of, licensed massage therapy certificate. It's just nice stroking, sweeping touch. How's that feel? Okay. All right. Can I help you out, ma'am? Got it. Okay. Any questions?
Is it okay to do that when you're not birthing? Like, is it just like she'll only be there for a few minutes at a time, or
No, like as long as
As long
you're
as it's
comfortable.
comfortable.
Yep.
I sleep like that every night.
Yeah.
do your hips get better in the morning? Do they not
They're,
hurt as
like
bad?
I will rotate. Sometimes she doesn't like me if I sleep on my left side. She'll like push. Like I can feel her. Like she likes me sleeping on my right side, but it's comfortable either way. But I just use a pillow, like a long pillow like that, in between my legs.
Yeah, there's no harm.
And you
So,
can
yeah,
put a
during
pillow on your side
pregnancy.
too, like here. If you
Yeah.
feel like you want it like up a little higher, you can stuff a little pillow right on the side of your stomach
Okay,
too.
cool.
So you're not like turned as much.
Right.
Or like if you're
But it's
larger
really
across the top, you can kind of put a pillow under your chest. I know women that have those great big pregnancy pillows, or they've got like 5 and there's no room on the bed for the partner, so who knows where the partner's sleeping, but as long as mom's comfortable, right? So, okay. Move some stuff out of the way here. Any questions on any of that? So the basics are changing position, making sure she's hydrated, making sure she's relaxed. Like you don't want to see clenched jaw, shoulders up, by the ears. You want to make sure that during a contraction she's releasing, relaxing, and letting go. Because you can find as you go through a relaxation practice that you're like holding and you don't even realize it till you let that go. So it really does take some practice. Wow, we've gotten through this super fast. What I want to do is just take you through like a little relaxation technique. So it's just going to be getting comfortable in the spot you're in. I'll put my yoga heel back on. Okay. So and what I'm going to take you through is something you can repeat at home, like for her right before bedtime. For yourself, teach this to your kids. Like it's super simple. So, just take a couple nice deep breaths. Your belly rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. And after a couple nice deep breaths, I want you to let your eyes close and just notice your breath. There are other sounds going on in the room. If you can let those sounds come into your consciousness and back out again and not get hung up on them, you will be in good shape for labor. Let your eyes close, let your breathing slow. Feel your belly rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. With each breath out, you become more and more relaxed. Each breath in, you're inhaling peace and relaxation. You're exhaling tension and stress. Letting any sounds or disturbances around you just enter in one ear and out the other. And now that you're a little bit more relaxed than you were a minute ago, I want you to bring your attention to the lower part of your body, your feet and your legs. And what I want you to do now is clench all of those muscles in your feet and your legs. So either curl your toes or point them up towards your head and feel all the tightness and tension as you clench those muscles in your lower body. Feel that tightness and tension. And now I want you to release and relax those muscles. Let it go. Feel that the difference between that tension and that relaxation as all the tension and stress flows down over your legs, over your knees, your shins and calves, your ankles, feet and toes, leaving your legs and feet feeling warm and heavy, relaxed and comfortable. As you bring your attention to your core, to your abdomen, your chest, your hips. And I want you to clench your core, tighten your abs and your pecs, pull your scapula towards each other, clench your glutes, and just feel that core tense and tighten. And now release and relax and let go. You probably notice when you're clenching these muscles that you're also holding your breath. Feel all that tension and stress flow down your chest and back, over your belly and hips, out the end of your tailbone. Breathing in peace and relaxation and breathing out tension and stress and everything you don't need. Now bring your attention to your arms, your shoulders, your hands. I want you to clench your fists, tighten your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders. Feel that tightness and tension in your arms, your hands and fingers. And now release and relax and let go. Let that breath out. Unclench your fists, let your shoulders drop as you feel all that tightness and tension flow down your arms, over your elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Moving your arms, feeling loose and limp and comfortable. As you bring your attention to your neck and head, I want you to clench your jaw, squeeze your eyes shut, tighten your neck muscles. Feel all that tightness and tension in your head and neck. And now release it and relax and let go. Your eyes soften, your lips part, your jaw unclenches. Perhaps you feel lighter, you feel all that tension and stress floating out the crown of your head. Leaving your head and neck feeling relaxed and comfortable as you come back to the breath. Your belly rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Now scan your body from crown to toe and release any muscle tension you find anywhere. Make sure your cheeks, your shoulders, your belly, your hips, your thighs and your calves, your hands and your fingers, your feet and your toes, your forehead. Let all those lines soften, release and relax as you breathe deep and slow. position you're in. Now I want you to gently wiggle your toes inside your shoes. Let your fingers slowly wiggle. Let your eyes come open the smallest amount. Take another deep breath. Let your eyes open fully as you return to the room. Hopefully you're feeling refreshed, re-energized, maybe a little sleepy, but ready to go on with the rest of your day. And that's something you can practice at home pretty easily.